Grand Rising, Grand Rising. How's everybody doing? I'm Lights Game G on We Are VishusTv, and I'm gonna play some clips about what people is thinking about these LA riots, New York riots, Chicago riots, and all other you know what I'm saying, other states that have been rioting right now. I just want to play this, this reaction video and how everybody think about, what I'm saying, this LA riots. And, basically myself, you better not get your ass out there. All you Americans, stay your butts at home. You know what I'm saying? Because this is not our fight. Basically, this is a setup anyway. So, stay y'all butts at home and get with your families. You know what I'm saying? Play some board games or something. Play some, play some, some PlayStation. You know what I'm saying? Play some backyard football. I'm just saying, put on a Little Mermaid or something. Whatever y'all do, just do not get in them riots because it's a setup. Because they want this country to crumble. They want this bitch on fire. And you get out there, you making it easy for them. Just saying. So stay y'all butts at home and just comment and tell me what you think about this video. You know what I'm saying? We just getting all people opinions about this LA riots. You know what I'm saying? And I love y'all. Y'all be safe.
We is VishusTv, Wow Vicious Network. We are VishusTv. We are VishusTv. Yo, welcome everybody. This is Dice Game G coming back here for another commercial, another break, you know what I'm saying, another ad, you know what I'm saying. This is 2025. We doing it live, you know what I'm saying. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel. We are VishusTv. Subscribe to our Rumble channel. We are VishusTv. Also, go to Big Shoot, Dice Game 615. We are VishusTv. We done crossed 1,000 subscribers. Yes, we doing it live and lit in the 2025. Please show us some love. Me and Dickie Jr., we want to go on and live stream on, YouTube. We only got 36 subscribers. Please go to YouTube and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you hit that like button after you view one of them videos, or, you know what I'm saying, them shorts. I'm telling them shorts be live and lit. You know what I'm saying? We doing it big here, you know what I'm saying, on Raw Vicious Network. That's what we're gonna be changing to, and I hope I see and hear from everybody. Make sure you hit that comment. Please hit that comment. We want to hear from you. Please, you know what I'm saying, join us on Telegram as well as We Are VishusTv and Dickie and Dice Game Show. We doing it big, yo, you know what I'm saying, and get ready, all the truth is gonna be revealed.
Trust. I'm so turned up. Murfreesboro nigga, baddest grilla, earn bucks. I'm a gorilla, I kill you for my turn, cuz I hop up in that Chevy riding heavy burn.
Now back to our presentation.
Subject to arrest if you do not leave the area now.
I'm here because my mom's an immigrant, my dad's also an immigrant. As long as we keep it peaceful, I think it should be fine.
This brazen abuse of power by a sitting president inflamed a combustible situation. California may be first, but it clearly will not end here. Other states are next.
What you're witnessing in California is a full-blown assault on peace, on public order. Under the Trump administration, this anarchy will not stand.
Look at that, paisa right there. Look at that, Ocampo. Bro, you're Mexican, you dumb fuck. Look, Cortez also Mexican. Fuck. Fucking Mexicans over there choosing that side.
Yell your name.
All highway access. All reasonable force will be utilized, including chemical.
New York.
ICE protests are a scam! We have people who don't even have a citizenship in this country waving the flag that they're so prideful of their country, yet they don't want to go back there? You're saying F the people who are trying to send you back to the country you're waving the flag for? My own parents came from a village in India and took 7 years to get a visa to come to America. If I told them to go destroy family-owned businesses and wave the Indian flag, they would deport my ass back to India. Here in America, we fight over the most common sense issues like sending people who don't want to go back to their country even though they're prideful of that country back, and whether or not there is more than 2 genders. If you would have showed this picture to US soldiers 100 years ago that fought in Normandy, they would tell you that this is an invasion, not a protest. Do you see what happens when you let liberals run the nation? This would have happened everywhere if Scamarla was elected. What a load of scum!
For Donald Trump's agenda. Why now? It's because the military was called upon innocent protesters. We, in our oath to serve, we serve the people of the United States. The Constitution. These constitutional rights are being stripped and just denied, and the military will not be pawns to that. So I'm calling upon the conscience of military members who served previously and now. We have a conscience, we have mind, and we have a duty and moral obligation to say no.
This is not they're doing protest. They're just doing just for to looting the stores and everything. So this is my store. You know, then I got the call from the ADT and they asked me that okay, there is a break into your store. So I check in my things. I saw somebody's break into my store and call right away to police and my landlord. And I saw that they break into my store and they took a lot of merchandise from my store right now. This is so ridiculous. This doesn't look like this is for they're protesting for ICE or anything. This is they're doing just for the looting the stores and everything.
Did you wake up today and ask yourself, how did we get here? You know, this looks so strange. This is our United States. But do you remember this? When President Biden welcomed over 20 million military-aged men into the USA, and we were all trying to figure out what's going on. What is the goal? Who's doing this? Why are they doing this? Now, you know, we might have figured it all out. Listen to this.
You're looking at illegal migrants arrive at a New York City high school. You've seen this before, right? It's been happening all over the country. Democrats overly generous with people who got here illegally, giving them shelter, giving them money, but I've never seen this before because the students at this high school where they're arriving were all evicted. That is the James Madison High School in Brooklyn, New York. It's been around for 100 years. Chuck Schumer, 3 Supreme Court justices graduated from that school, and the students have been told on a Tuesday morning, they were told, you cannot come back. We are letting in 2,000 illegal migrants. You'll do your learning remotely. You know, like during COVID. Yeah, Zoom calls and Skype and that stuff.
They're being given a cell phone, a plane ticket to wherever they want to go in this country, so probably to a community near you, and a $5,000 Visa card. So while this Christmas season, you're struggling to keep your lights on, while you're struggling to pay your rent, put Christmas presents under the tree for your kids, we have our government giving people that came into this country illegally $5,000 gift cards. That's the truth.
I think they think all of us are crazy because now they have all of these ads talking about how they have to help all of the migrants. You see all of the congressmen, especially Democrat congressmen, telling you that these people are migrants. Look at them closely. Are these migrants? They're not migrants. They came here, they're using our tax dollars. Our tax dollars. They didn't ask us, but they're using our tax dollars to help people that we don't know, that are unvetted. It's one thing for them to replace American workers. Now they're replacing American children. We tried to warn you that unbridled immigration could not lead to anything positive for our country or for American citizens. But anyway, this is Los Angeles, California. This is in June of 2025. And if you want to know why is all of this happening, you may want to read this. Send it to everyone you know.
This whole LA protest is getting out of hand. I believe that most people down there don't even give a damn what's going on for real. They just down there to tear some shit up. But destroying an American city, no matter how bad LA is, destroying an American city while waving a Mexican flag, advocating for illegal immigrants to stay in America, that's a fucking oxymoron. Why not just go back there and tear the shit up in Mexico? You love it so much, you waving a flag, you burning American flags. Go back. It's that simple. I think they got a phone number, an app. You could deport yourself. You could deport yourself, really. But if you're advocating for these illegals to stay in America, you're not doing a good job. I'm just trying to tell you. And another thing, bro, y'all done destroyed the Kobe Bryant and Gigi Memorial. Are y'all fucking stupid? And then y'all throwing rocks and bricks and shit at police cars? Man, listen. It might be time for ICE and the National Guard to start putting belt to ass, because there's no way that y'all out here trying to cause physical harm. That ain't a protest, that's a riot. Everybody involved in this fuck shit, they either need to go to jail or get deported. One of the two. And the deportation is going to happen anyway, so y'all just out there causing unnecessary ruckus, out there hooping and hollering about nothing. They've been here long enough to get the proper paperwork filled out and become American citizens. And they won't be going through this shit. But for real though, Trump ran on this shit. Y'all thought he was bullshitting. Trump was not playing no games. Now look.
Do you think this guy should go to jail? Take a look at this.
I took my flag and I slapped it on the ground because obviously the state of America. I'm dragging them because they're dragging us.
So you want to beat an American flag, you want to step on it, you want to burn it to show that you want to be an American? I just don't understand how that makes sense. What the heck is going up in here that you are beating up the flag of the country that you're supposedly trying to fight to stay on? I just don't understand. It is exactly what Trump is saying, that he wants to make a law that if anybody violates our American flag, if you just want to burn it, if you just want to stomp on it, then you should go to jail. That, I mean, I don't know. I agree with that. Why are you doing that? If you're here, it's because you love this country, right? If you don't, then leave. It's that simple. If you're here illegally, then you need to get deported. come back the right way. Get your paperwork. There's people waiting online right now. They've been waiting online for months, maybe years. That you people just want to jump the border and think you're going to get priority access? I don't think so. Get here the right way, just like everybody did, just like I did, so you guys can be welcome with open arms. What do you guys think? Do you think these people burning flags should be prosecuted and jailed for a year? Please leave me a comment below.
This is reason probably 500 why people do not like liberals and why you guys lost the election. After the election, you had people calling out big creators because they weren't speaking out about the election because, duh, they voted for Trump. And then you have the ICE protests and the deportations and all of that stuff. And you're like, anyone who is not speaking out about this right now needs to be canceled. And now I just saw a video of a girl saying, if you voted for Trump and you're talking about the deportations right now, you need to pipe down and not talk about it. Saying you're the problem, basically. And this is why nobody likes you guys, because you have no life and you don't know what you want. And you clearly just love drama and to bitch and complain about shit. If people aren't 100% on your side about every little thing, you want to cancel them. But we're the ones that are in a cult.
Feel tough with your assault rifles and your sticks. You should be standing here with us. You're on the wrong side of history. We know you got a job to do, but you took an oath to the Constitution, not to the fascists in the White House. Think about what you're doing now. Think about what this means. Coming into our community. Peaceful fucking community. People working their jobs. They send in men in military fatigues, weapons of war into our communities. And you stand here and you allow it. I am sick and tired of it. You should be sick and tired of it. You think any of these people in the White House sending you these commands give a fuck about you? Not one of them do. They laugh at you. Our president laughs at you. He calls you fools. He said the people who died overseas in the military were chumps. That's who you're offending right now. Every last... Think about your place in history, ladies and gentlemen. Ask yourself when you wake up tomorrow. I don't know if you have kids. Ask yourself the future you want for your children. Is it this? You can answer me. Is it this? Do you feel good about this? You're tough behind your fucking masks and your fatigues and with your weapons, but how do you feel on the inside? This is our fucking community, and we will fight for it if we have to. Whose streets? Whose streets? Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets? Our streets! Whose streets?
So how come every time y'all talking about unity, it's black and something unity? Black and it ain't never white and brown unity. Why y'all not calling for white and brown unity? Why y'all not calling for Asian and brown unity? Why y'all not calling for indigenous and brown? It's always black and something. Black and white unity. Black and Asian unity. Why y'all never say any, I have not heard not one time, we need white and brown unity. We need Asian, not one time have y'all come out and said that. It's always black and something. Where's the white and brown unity? Where's the Asian and brown unity? Where's that at? Why ain't y'all calling that out? Stop coming to us.
Unpopular opinion. I think all the Mexicans should just go back to Mexico. All right, hold on, hear me out. A lot of Mexicans received a free education, pre-K to 12. Some of us went to college, got degrees. Some of you, not me, got doctorates. We are civil engineers, city planners, public servants like fire, PD, sheriffs, military, nurses, doctors, lawyers, obviously construction workers. Maybe it's time that all of the Mexicans and whoever wants to go with them just go back to Mexico and get to building new cities there. I mean, I'm kind of down with it. I love Tulum. I'll hang out in Tulum and buy a property brand new before its value goes up all around me. I say it's a great investment.
Just take a look at some of the illegal monsters who were taken off the streets in Los Angeles in recent days. A Vietnamese national, a known gang member with a conviction for second-degree murder. A Mexican national with convictions for child molestation who was armed with a dangerous weapon and had previous arrests for robbery and domestic violence. A Filipino national with convictions of rape, assault, burglary, and theft. A Mexican national convicted of statutory rape, narcotics violations, and hit and run. A Nicaraguan national with convictions for domestic violence and hit and run, and a previous arrest for willful cruelty to a child. And an illegal alien from Mexico who was arrested after allegedly throwing a Molotov cocktail at law enforcement officers during the Paramount riots on Saturday. He is now being charged with attempted murder. Law-abiding American citizens do not want these public safety threats living in their community.
Deportation protesters' paradox. These people wave Mexican flags, but the last thing they want, the worst thing you can do to them, is forcing them to live in Mexico amongst the Mexicans. Now you might say, but Mexico's dangerous. It's full of criminals and corrupt politicians. Mexico is full of Mexicans. Are you suggesting that where you have large groups of Mexicans, you have criminality and corruption? Now, I don't want to live in Mexico either, so oddly enough, I agree with the protesters in that regard. Fuck living in Mexico. Maybe, though, wave American flags if you'd rather live in America than Mexico. Otherwise, go bask in the country whose flag you proudly wave. The deportation protesters' paradox.
Okay, so I'm going to say this real quick. What's happening in Los Angeles should not be happening, okay? And there should be no excuse for it happening. You know why? Because those floodgates, the border doors, right, they should have not been open to allow millions and millions of people inside, okay? That should have not been happening, okay? I get that people want to come here for a better life, blah, 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 but you also have the bad people who ruin it for everybody. That's why we have laws, okay? If you allow just a bunch of people in saying, oh, I want a better life, yeah, you're going to turn a first world country into a third world country. And then we won't have rights anymore. That's basically it. That's why we have laws, okay? So coming into this country is illegal, all right? Plain and simple. It's not gray, it's black and white. Coming here is illegal if you are not going through the port of entry. It's illegal, okay? Okay. So these people that are waving Mexican flags and trying to fight against the machine and the government and a tyrant of a president, you guys realize that what you're doing is basically an invasion of war. You are coming into our country illegally and waving your Mexican flags, which are foreign flags, demanding rights. That's an invasion of war. That's an invasion of terrorism. That is not good and should not be happening. So the fact that Trump is calling the National Guard, I am 100% behind it. 100% behind it. And it's not a peaceful protest if you have to call in a National Guard. I mean, you have people who are lighting up cars, putting graffiti on police cars, burning American flags, flooding highways again, flooding streets again, beating up cops and law enforcement. Does that sound familiar? Kind of sounds like the BLM riots and the pro-Palestinian riots. Those aren't peaceful protests. If you're causing cities millions of dollars of damage, and you're attacking people, that's not a peaceful protest. Just saying. Just saying. So no, this is not a peaceful protest. This is not you guys fighting against the machine and standing up. No, you guys are just belly aching that you want to be here for free. You're literally belly aching that you want to be here just because, and you don't have to go through the port of entry. Okay? I'm sorry you guys have a shitty life in your country, but that doesn't give you the excuse to come here legally. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry. I'm saying it. I'm just saying. And for those who have been here for years illegally, Why didn't you apply for citizenship a long time ago? You should have thought about that. You had many, many years to apply for citizenship and you didn't. So that's why you're getting deported. Sorry. You're still illegal. Whether you were here for years or here for a month, you're still illegal. Sorry. And y'all want to keep bringing up January 6th. January 6th. It happened. It happened. I'm not denying that it happened. But you also got to realize the people that caused January 6th to happen, they actually served time. Just in case you guys forgot that. They actually did serve their time. So the fact that you guys keep bringing up January 6th is irrelevant at this point. And another reason is because they did not cause nearly as much damage to the Capitol as the BLM protests, the pro-Palestinian protests, and now these ICE protests. Right? Not nearly as much damage. A few windows are broken. And sad to say that a woman did lose her life, but she was the only one who lost her life, by the way. That was it. That was it. And again, those people did time. They did time. Unlike these riots that are happening, no one's getting arrested. I don't know why, but people aren't getting arrested. It's crazy to me. It's crazy. It's crazy. So the whole January 6th argument is bullshit. You guys really want to try to make that seem like it's the worst thing to happen in America, when it's literally the least terrible thing that's happened to us so far. But these protests, which are riots that keep going on and on and on, you guys are literally causing cities millions and billions of dollars in damage. You're harassing people, you're beating people, you're threatening people, you're vandalizing cars, you're setting shit on fire, you're making Molotov bombs. Tell me how that's a peaceful protest, huh? And then you want to try to use things that happened in the past, like women's rights and civil rights and the Revolutionary War, blah, blah, blah. Okay, times have changed now. Times have changed now. We actually have almost all the rights in the world, except for, obviously, like killing people and shit and doing the bad stuff. Times have changed. And you're taking it to a whole other level. Whole other level. Like I said, you guys are creating Molotovs. Like, come on. Really? Really? This is how thugs act. This is not a peaceful protest. Not by a mile. It's not even close to being peaceful. And you guys are waving your Mexican flag, showing how prideful you are for your culture. Maybe you should go back to the country that you are ever so proud of, instead of coming here, destroying our cities and causing mayhem. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I don't even know if the National Guard is coming yet, because this needs to stop. You guys need to be put into your place. There are better ways. There are better ways of going about things, and this isn't one of them. And you want to use the excuse again. Like, you guys have so many excuses for bad behavior. It's such a shame. It's such a shame. But you'll have the excuse of, well, if we do it any other peaceful way, nothing will get done. Have you tried peaceful ways? I have yet to see them. And I'm pretty sure many other people do. It's literally just riots. That's all you guys know how to do. And I'm pretty sure it's been started because, you know, you have paid instigators and paid agitators that start this shit. And then, you know, everyone gets involved with the mob mentality shit. And they just go ham. There's nothing peaceful about it. You guys are literally coming here illegally for a better life, and when we decide to deport you, you want to cause destruction to our cities. Make it make sense, right? Make it make sense. But it's a damn shame that all these Democrats and all you liberals and whatever you want to call yourselves, you guys will just make every excuse in the book to try to justify for this terrible behavior. It's a damn shame. You even have freaking good old Gavin Newsom and Mayor Bass, or Mayor Bass, whatever her name is, standing with these people. That's why people don't like California. Because the people who are running it are just literally watching it burn. Literally watching it burn. And they advocate for that. It's a damn shame. But behavior like this should not be tolerated. It should have never been tolerated. Again, none of this bullshit with the whole riots and rioting and just causing chaos for no reason. All of this could have been avoided if those borders were not open for everyone to come in. This literally happened because of it. That's it.
I love the fact that all these protesters and all of these anti-Americans are all blaming Trump for this. Like, why are you blaming Trump for this? Are you mentally like challenged or something? He did. And in his defense, he did give everyone fair warning. He did it in the news. He did it via statements. He even sent out those messages via the old like apps that illegals were given. You know, the Obama phones. You got like 6 warnings months ago. Now, who should you guys really be blaming? Let me tell you who you guys should really be mad at. Those Democrats that gave every single illegal immigrant a false sense of security. You guys took the bait and you fell for it. You fell so fucking hard, man. You fell like someone like me with my BPD, like mental. And then of course you have Mr. Newsom, that good old rich white boy, you know, the governor of California. Yeah, he gave you guys all a fake sense of security. Half of you guys didn't even know what sanctuary city actually even meant. Sucks to be you guys, but that's okay. Go ahead, keep looting, keep destroying shit. This is all leverage for us Republicans, for us conservatives, because we are going to take California back. We're gonna make that bitch red. And it's beautiful. You guys are playing exactly into our games. And it's like taking candy from a baby. Thank you guys so much.
Everyone's saying that they're gonna sit this one out when it comes to the protests and when it comes to everything that is happening with immigrants right now in the States, because us Latinos majority voted for this. I wanted to touch on a couple of subjects. If you feel that you need to sit this one out, it's your right. Completely understood. If you understood that us in the Latino community, we are also upset with the people that voted for this. If you break it down, the people that are being attacked right now, which is majority Mexicans, over 60% of them didn't vote for this. More than half of Puerto Ricans also didn't vote for this. The Latino breakdown, the majority that did vote for this were Cubans. And if you look at it by state, most states, Latinos did not vote for this. The ones that did were like Texas, Florida, you know, those states were not okay with it either. And I completely understand if you feel the need to sit this one out, I get it. But also, I want to put this into an analogy. If someone is drowning, that is not the time to tell them how they should have learned how to swim beforehand. If someone is drowning, all hands on deck. If you cannot get in the water with them and help them, you can throw a vest. You can put a stick out, pull them in. You don't wait until someone is down to step on them, especially with this community where the ones also being attacked didn't even have a right to vote. So they're not even included in this. All Latinos or majority Latinos voted for this. Again, we are angry as well. We are very angry at the Latinos that did, and we know that this is our fight for the ones that are being allies and for the ones that, again, maybe they're not going out and protesting, but they're sharing resources and they're just being allies. And that's, appreciated, because at the end of the day, what they are doing goes far beyond attacking the Latino community. It goes into they're violating human rights. They're violating the Constitution. They're violating due process. They are weaponizing the military. They are sending in the Marines. They're sending in the National Guard. And again, if we all think that this isn't going to go further and it only affects Latinos, whenever there's a protest in the future for any given reason, now they have precedent to weaponize our military against its citizens. It's just something to put it into context. And that's just something I wanted to address. I don't think this is the time to turn on one another. But again, I respect everyone's choice. And I'm just hoping and praying for the best, honestly. Up with liberation! Down, down with deportation! Down, down with deportation! Up with liberation! Up with liberation! Down, down with deportation! Down, down with I'ma start a ride.